Hello everybody, this is Tis Killer. Haven't done one of these videos in a very long time, so let's cut to the chase. This thing right here is a Thinkpad X24. I got this about a year ago off of eBay. It came in two separate parts. One part being obviously the laptop, and then the dock itself. Now, I got this off of eBay for $35 total for the laptop, and the dock was about $17. Now, along with the system, I had two power supplies, even though this is one of them. I have no idea where the other one is. It's probably somewhere. So as you can see, original IBM branded power supply there, AC adapter. I got with the original with the original IBM bag, an IBM branded floppy drive with the USB connector, as you can see here. So I got that, and let me get this off camera. And along with that, I received this Thinkpad branded bag here, and people are going to comment what it is before I open it, but for people that are uneducated about this stuff, this thing is a CD-ROM drive, and I was holding it upside down there. So yeah, that's an IBM compatible CD-ROM with the proprietary connector on the back there. Thank you, focusing. It's not auto-focusing. Anyway, what you would do is you would take this cable right over here and plug that into here. And of course I have it, okay, I think I have it upside down. There we go. So it would go like this, and you would plug that into your computer via USB connection, and you would have a working CD-ROM drive. Now, of course, the reason why I bought the dock to go with it is because it pretty much obsoletes both of these items. But the cases look nice though, so it really doesn't make any difference. Anyway, continuing on to the actual laptop itself. Now, this laptop was released in 2002. Later models had a 1.2 gigahertz Pentium 3. This one is a 1.13 gigahertz. As you can see, this thing is approximately 12 inches, 12.1 inches. Very small laptop by today's standards too. This right here did not come with it. That's just a Linksys 54G card that I put in there because it originally shipped with wireless B, which is completely useless. Now, this dock right here, I don't want to undock it right now, but let's go to the back first. On the back, the connectors are as follows. You have the power connector on your left hand side, followed by the VGA out, one USB 1.1, that looks like infrared, that is an Ethernet, and that is a modem. On the right hand side, you just have the card bus slot and the headphone and microphone adapters, and the connector itself for, I believe this is for the wireless card that's located inside. Now for the dock adds additional functionality, as you see here. Redundant power, S-video, this is a mouse, sorry, I thought it was S-video. See, this is what happens when you look for a camcorder. Serial port and parallel port, and a Kensington lock right there. Now, this laptop isn't in the front here, but before I forget, you have the Ultrabase, which you can put a hard drive, or in this case it's a DVD-ROM, and a floppy drive, because of course the X series does not come with floppy connector, with the actual physical drives, as you can imagine. And this is to unlock the dock, at least from Windows. And as you can see on the right, you basically have nothing. You just have the latch, and then one of the two latches that are used to dislodge the laptop from the dock itself. So right now what we're going to do is we're going to plug this thing in. I'm going to show you it powered on. Okay, so here we go. So plugged in the power brick, and right now we're going to plug this into the back. So as you can see here, we're going to plug it in the bottom since it also gives power to the dock. And we're going to open it up. That means we're going to have to move this back a little bit so you can see it better. And as you can see there, right there, we have the battery light set to charging. By the way, the battery in here is completely dead, so pretty much it's useless. Now, another things to note: this X series did not have the trackpad yet, so you only have your think point or your track point right there. Just zoom this in a little bit so you can see it a little bit better. Just give you a little bit of a demonstration on the keys as well. You have your ThinkPad button right there, volume down, volume up, and mute. And of course you have your track point and your left, right, and middle buttons. Alright, so right now we're going to power this on and bring this little baby to life. So here we go, power buttons right here, and here we go. And I'm actually going to go to the BIOS screen. This is running Windows XP, by the way. And as you can see here, BIOS version 1.32, BIOS date of June 10th, 2003, controller version 1.3, serial number Pentium 3 running at 1.13 gigahertz, and 384 megs of RAM. This can be expanded up into 640. But does that mean you can run Windows 7 on it? Of course not. But of course there are some people that proved me wrong and run like X31s on Windows 7, which is just insane. But in any case, let's just restart the machine and let's boot into Windows. And also to mention that I really like the ThinkPad keyboard, especially on the X series. I mean, I've used also T series keyboards, but the ThinkPad keyboards are some of the best keyboards that you will ever use on a laptop. I have absolutely no problems typing with this. And by the way, for the people that are wondering, yes, the Think Light works. And the way you turn on the Think Light is you press the function key and the page up. So there we go. You see, the Think Light functions properly. Not bad. Okay. So, by the way, this is a customized version of XP made by one of my friends in Hungary. And he likes to call it the Bones Edition, because it pretty much is a stripped down version of XP that runs on pretty much everything. So, as you can see, there's XP. And yeah, that should be fine. Horrible lighting in here, but the screen resolution is 1024 by 768. And yes, you can go online. You can play YouTube videos, however though it's actually slower than my Toshiba N600C. That's because the N600C had a 1.2 gigahertz Pentium 3M as opposed to a 1.13 gigahertz, which this one has. As you can see, you can easily do your web browsing. You can go to like CNN and stuff like that. And people want to do YouTube. YouTube works okay, but it's not really that great, to be perfectly honest. Of course, I'm going to be plugging my own channel here because plug. Actually, that's not. Whoops! I almost went to the other channel. That's the right one. Okay, and let's look at my monitor review, since this is actually an overview of whatever I'm doing. So, and by the way,
Hey everybody, this is Jason Keller.
by the way, guys, the dock also includes speakers. I forgot to mention that. They're not tinny. They're actually very full sounding for desktop speakers. So As you can see, YouTube videos play okay. Let me just skip to some part of the video where it actually has motion. So let's do that, if the mouse will cooperate, of course. There we go. And as you can see, it works okay, but on some YouTube videos the CPU does spike to about 100%, so it is borderline useless for YouTube watching, or Flash video in general. But let's say if I want to go to like DSL Reports, which is one of my favorite sites to look for since I'm in the IT industry. And yeah, loads pretty well, especially on a FiOS connection, but as you can see, it's still very fluid and very nice. And let me just Alt F4 out of here. Now the hard drive was not original. There was no hard drive in here, as far as I remember. This is a 20 gig hard drive, and of course I had the caddy with it already, so at least that saved me some pain in the long run. But I'm going to also show you what everybody wants to show on the laptop reviews, and that is the about screen. Yeah, this installation has been enlighted and it's registered to the board. As you can see there, mobile Pentium 3, 1.13 gigahertz, and 384 megs of RAM. But overall, this laptop is pretty nice. Not going to play any major emulators, although you can just go and just do what I do and just randomly install Windows 3.1 on DOSBox. But yeah, have random fun with that, and random fun with like Dr. Floyd's desktop toys, among other things. But as you can see, it's okay for basic web browsing, and especially this Bones edition, which is like I said, a really stripped down version of XP. It cruises along, and pretty much I have no complaints about it. For the price I paid for it, and for the functionality it does, and especially since I have a computer with a working floppy drive that can actually be able to transfer floppy disk programs to modern computers, it works really well. Yeah, you see Second Reality. I'm not going to play that because actually WinVice doesn't really work very well on this, as I found out. It actually crashed on the second screen of Second Reality on the C64 emulator. So there it is. And as you can see, not too bad performance-wise for what I paid for it. It's in pretty nice condition, as you can see. The only thing wrong with it is that the hinge on the top right is broken slightly. But besides that, it's a very solid machine. I like it. I wish I had more use, but I'm planning to restore a X60S if I win that auction, so I will make a follow-up video of that. I will also have a few videos coming up soon where I will be reviewing other things, but for right now, case closed on a wonderful piece of portable technology. Thank you very much for watching, and stay tuned for the onto this channel for more tech-related videos in the future. Thank you very much.